Hey there, everybody. It's the ZD YouTube crew here. And if you're not aware, over on ZeldaDungeon.net, this week begins our yearly musical March Madness tournament, which is it's a tournament style, a bracket style tournament where we vote on our favorite songs from the Legend of Zelda series. And if you're watching this when the video comes out, it hasn't started yet. You can go over to ZeldaDungeon.net, fill out your predictions, and whoever has the best bracket, what do you win, Corey? We don't even know.
They win.
You win
The
something.
person who wins.
Yeah, I have no idea, but go check it out.
Rights. Yeah, bragging rights. Probably.
Bragging rights mostly. So yeah, we've done it for many years now. And the way it works is when a game wins, it's taken out of the tournament for future tournaments. So if there's like a really good song that's missing, it's probably because it's won before. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna go through and we're gonna take the bracket to show off the songs. But instead of predicting the winner, the three of us are just gonna kind of do our own little tournament and pick our favorite songs. So
yeah.
For
if when you're doing this on the site, to be clear, you want to predict who you think is going to win. But for us, we're just making a prediction based on our personal favorites right now. Because why not?
Oh, yes. So, one moment. Let's do one edit point here. Because what I think I want to do, someone made a playlist, right, of
yeah.
I think what I'm going to do is pull up that playlist, and you guys won't be able to hear it, but it'll be on the recording. I'll play some lightly in the background to give people like an idea.
I like that.
Where was that posted? That was posted in the
someone Jeritu put it in the that Discord channel.
Okay, let's find it. Yeah, here it is. Let's get you guys back. I'm gonna pull that out from here. Okay, does everything?
We got to make sure to comment on the seating too. Unless he's wanted us to rip into it.
Okay, he wants us to. Okay. All right. We're back. All right. Okay. Pardon me. Whew. Okay, so for our first matchup here, we've got Loru Castle versus Windfall Island. Corey, let's start with you. What do you think about this matchup here?
Windfall Island's great. It's got to be Loru Castle, right? Like, come on now. Loru Castle is one of my favorite tracks in the series. The build-up is crazy. It's so bombastic. I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, it does have such a, like when you start it off and it's got the little melody going.
I work out to Loru Castle. That's how good it is.
Oh, no kidding. Okay. McKenna, what do you think?
Yeah, I pretty much agree. This is a Laurel Castle is a top track for me.
Okay, so not as much love for Windfall Island, which if you're listening to
it's great. That's a great one. But Laurel Castle is like a great one, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think I agree. I'm gonna go with you there on that one.
Like I think Windfall's 16, and I feel like it could probably beat some other ones that are seated higher than it.
Sure.
A few at least.
Okay. Let's go with that. I think that's a fair. I don't know. How do you think that'll do in terms of should we even try to predict things, or should we just say what our?
I hope it does well.
I think it'll do pretty well.
It usually does pretty decent, and then loses.
It gets destroyed to some. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to Sacred Grove versus Kakariko Village. Corey, take it away. What do you think?
This is kind of tough. I feel I'm not sure who's gonna win this one, but I personally, I this is another one where I'm just Sacred Grove is great and it's a super good new like rendition of the Lost Woods theme,
Hmm.
but I'm a sucker for Kakariko Village, especially the original A Link to the Past version. That's one of my I all the different renditions of Kakariko Village. I just they feel so homey, and I'm just a sucker for a nice cozy village theme. You know,
I'm
makes
a
me feel at
hundred.
home.
I'm 100% with you. Yeah. I don't know how it's actually gonna go, but I love
Mhm.
that. I love Kakariko Village. I mean, they're both iconic songs for sure. But
They are, yeah, yeah.
McKenna, how about you?
Um, this was tough for me too. I think I love Kakariko Village. This isn't my favorite version of it.
Mhm.
Um, Sacred Grove is one of my favorite tracks in Twilight Princess. Uh,
It's
so
very atmospheric, very cool.
It
yeah,
is.
I put it above some of the tracks that I know other people really enjoy. Uh, but so I think I picked Sacred Grove. I don't know. They're pretty close for me, but
Mhm. One thing
Okay.
I don't about Sacred Grove is like it also includes that part where like when the enemies, the puppets get near, and it just like and
Mm.
it kind of drops the really nice melody. I don't like that. Makes me
mm.
nervous.
Ooh,
But
yeah. I
I
mean,
yeah
I feel like that's just a thing of like if you're playing it in the game, you know what I mean? It's
yeah
like it's
yeah
meant to be experienced like that. So I sort of get
yeah.
it. Um, well, I mean, you and I voted
Kakariko
two,
Village, yeah.
2-1 Kakariko, but so we're gonna
Uh,
move Kakariko forward. But
A Link to the Past isn't one of my favorite, or well, it's one of my favorites, but it's not my favorite rendition either. But if no one out there has heard it, there's an excellent version that was in the what was that thing? The 25th anniversary Skyward Sword tie-in like orchestra CD thing.
right, yeah.
You remember
Mm-hmm.
that?
Mm-hmm.
There's one they do Kakariko Village on that, and it's incredible. It's
Mhm.
so good.
I'm actually gonna say this is my favorite Oh God, I just got blasted by the Skull Kid trumpet. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
this this is my
Exactly.
favorite version of A Link to the Past.
Kakariko.
Just
Yeah.
the way it sounds on with SNES sound font or whatever.
It is great. Yeah.
It sounds cool. Yeah.
Oh man, the Cadence of Hyrule version too. Oh, so
Oh yeah.
good.
So let's move on.
Mhm.
Let's do we've got a Forest Temple, Ocarina of Time, or Palace, Adventure of Link. Uh, these are some banging songs, if you ask me.
Mhm.
Um, my vote, personally, I mean, I feel like it's got to go to Forest Temple. Um, just one of the most unique songs in the whole series, I think. But I do love the Palace music from Adventure of Link. It's pretty banging. But I don't know, McKenna, what do you think?
Yeah, this one was also hard for me to choose. The Forest Temple just does nails the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but Palace is such a bop.
Wow. Yeah. That's what I
It
was gonna
is
say.
a bop. It's like
Certified bop.
like keep moving type song. It's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Um, yeah, I'm gonna stand up for Adventure of Link. I think I chose Forest Temple in my bracket, but I'm gonna say Palace here.
Sure, we're going personal favorites, so there's no losers.
Yeah, might be the unpopular opinion. I'm actually also gonna go Palace.
Oh my god, we got a massive upset.
Fan of Palace. That's a big upset. Yeah, for sure.
Huge
Forest Temple's
upset.
great. Forest Temple's probably one of my favorite dungeon themes, but I don't know if it stands up quite as much to some of my favorite themes in the whole series.
Okay.
It's super atmospheric, but like, I don't know.
You get those crazy arpeggios in the
Wild.
palace theme. Okay.
13th. That's criminal for Palace. But I think
Yeah.
Palace has not performed great in the past, so
Yeah.
it makes sense.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. Let's move on then. What do you think about Legendary Hero from the Wind Waker versus Stone Tower Temple? These are both. This is some heavy hitters here. I think these are both heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, but wasn't Stone Tower Temple at one point like 1 seed or very high at least? Or am I just making that up?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe
bad
I'm
with
just making
remembering that stuff. So. What do we think? I mean, Legendary Hero. I'll play that one for a sec here. Is such a iconic. It's just such a cool opening, tone-setting song for the game.
That track tells a story without even having. You don't even have to read the text, and that track tells a story. You know.
That's pretty true. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of want to lean towards it, even though I do think the Stone Tower Temple theme has got to be one of the coolest dungeon themes in
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. That said, I'm gonna vote Stone Tower Temple.
Okay.
I don't know.
We should hear a
It's
little bit of
excellent.
that.
It's so good.
Let's hear a little bit
I
of
feel
that.
like Stone Tower Temple as a theme is not as appreciated as much as I would think it should be. And it also has the cool, like, it gets slightly warped and is different when you come in and the dungeon's flipped upside
Oh,
down.
true. When it's like
Yeah, it's got like slightly different instrumentation and stuff. It's very, very cool.
These are both acceptable winners to me. McKenna, I guess you get to pick. You get to pick the winner.
Oh gosh. These ones are hard. This was yesterday I was filling this out and I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Like every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I looked at Goo and I was like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna be saying oh man like
Oh, man.
20 more times. And then
Normally
I
when
think
I
I said it like 10 seconds later.
Yeah. Normally when I fill these out, I'm able to like go through the first round pretty
The first
quickly.
yeah, there might be
And
like
then-
one or two in the first round that
Yeah.
I have a hard time with, but usually I'm like, okay, yeah.
This one I kept being like, let me skip that one. Let me skip that one. I'll come back to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll figure that one out after.
These early round ones are even kind of hard, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That being said, I'm gonna go Legendary Hero.
Legendary Hero. Okay. I
You're
think
the
that.
tiebreak.
I said I'm
Oh,
going Legendary
Heck
Hero.
yeah. All right.
Though I'm having
cool with that.
I'm having second thoughts, but I feel like that's what I said already. So we're gonna go with it.
Great team.
Sometimes I look at what's going to happen in the next round, and then I'm like, this doesn't matter that much, and I just pick one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, we'll see how it goes as we go through this. But okay. So let's talk about. I'm gonna pull up the Wind Temple from Tears of the Kingdom versus Lindbeck's theme from
Classic
Phantom Hourglass.
Lindbeck.
Linebeck.
Yeah.
What? You can say however you like.
He's a
IMO.
lovable guy.
The wind. I mean, the Wind Temple is this is a real kind of apples and oranges one.
Yeah,
I think
we're gonna see several of these, and this is what I was talking about before. You'll have one where it's like it's so hard to predict because the Wind Temple obviously is so much more complex and has literally like 6 phases at least, and then Linebeck's theme is just like a really catchy loop, you know.
I feel like the Wind Temple is kind of listening to it right now. It's kind of moving,
Very eerie. It's very isolating.
I
And
do
cold.
really like the Wind Temple. It's got that song, the like storm wind arc song, whatever the song is called. Does the actual song have a name? You
It's
know,
like
that little,
I don't know.
little
It's got
melody.
some. I know it has some motifs of Rivali's theme in there.
It does, which yeah.
That is cool.
And I believe it has like the strings from Va Meadow,
Yeah,
like the like ascending
that's what's so cool about
thing
so
that I
like
really love. Yeah.
they do an excellent job. Whoever composed all this stuff for Tears of the Kingdom, like they mix in so many cool motifs.
Mm.
So like I don't know. It's hard, especially it's hard to predict because like you don't know how many people are gonna listen to it and they're gonna be like too slow, too long. I'm gonna do the other one. You know?
yeah, the piece itself, like the video in the playlist that we're using as an example, it combines all the parts, which I think to me most of the dungeons in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom automatically get a boost because they're like these really building
Yeah.
tracks for when you progress further in the dungeon. But yeah, the video is like 10 minutes long and it's a lot of build, like it builds up as it goes.
I don't know. I have a feeling you guys might just vote Wind Temple through just to stir the pot. I'm gonna say Linebeck's theme.
Yeah, I'll play a little bit of that so we can get the. I mean,
Linebeck's theme, like that's a banger of a theme. That's super memorable. That dude's theme is iconic. And
it is.
on top, and like I do agree that is true that like the Tears of the Kingdom, all of the dungeon themes are incredible pieces of music. Wind Temple isn't even like my top one or two dungeon themes. Like I like Fire Temple and Lightning Temple better than Wind Temple.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll vote Wind Temple. Yeah, I think it. I mean, it's like I said, it's apples and oranges a little bit. I think Linebeck's theme is pretty much perfect for it. Yeah, I mean,
For
it's
like a character theme. And
a little
for his
character theme in a game that has kind of bad music too. It
Yeah.
really stands out.
True that.
McKenna, you're the tiebreaker.
I'm going Wind Temple.
Okay.
Fair.
Wind
I'm
Temple
not
it
mad
is.
about that.
Boom. Okay. This is an interesting one. This is a really interesting one. We've got Hidden Village. I'm gonna play a little bit of Hateno Village. It's two villages. I feel like this
Very different.
it's a very different vibe. I don't know. I don't know the numbers of how everything's gone in previous years, but I feel like Hidden Village is a real fan favorite track. And I don't know if Hateno Village is.
I don't think I think Hateno Village has only been in the tournament maybe like once or twice, and it didn't do that great because it was matched up against something wicked good, you know. Hidden Village definitely is very popular, but for me, it's definitely Hateno Village, not even close. Like
me too,
Hidden
honestly. Actually,
Hidden Village is great and all, and it's like it does what it's trying to do perfectly. It's like the Western shootout, like you're going into the old abandoned town, and it's epic and it's super cool. But it's like I don't know, it's fine. Hateno Village is a lot more moving to me.
I'd agree. Yeah, I'm 100%. It's honestly my bias on this one is just that it's like really pleasant to listen to. I've used it over the years in so many videos too. It's just like, oh, let's have some nice music, which isn't always like what makes a song for me, but in this case, it really is.
Hateno Village is constantly in the cycle of songs I wake up to.
We should. I guess I should play some Hidden Village for people because it does have that. I mean, it's a very cool song, and like, similarly to its credit that I gave to like Ocarina of Time, it's a very unique song in the series. It's like a genre that we don't hear often in the Zelda series. But sorry, McKenna, what do you think?
I do love I love both of these tracks a lot. I love Hateno, and it's in a lot of like those lo-fi tracks that are really popular.
It's made for that almost.
Sure.
But Hidden Village is just like you said, it's so unique, and when it comes on, I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good. So my vote is Hidden Village.
Well,
that sucks.
You've
Let's
been
move on.
pre-outvoted. Okay. Oh boy.
They're both-
Oh
you know
my.
what? I will say, like, I don't think there have been any stinkers even close on this list. Every
No.
track so far has for sure deserved to be here. These are all great themes.
These are great songs. These are like tough matchups, I feel like.
Yeah.
Who seeded this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
right?
of,
Yeah, holy cow. Okay. We have two
this one
all-time
made me upset.
Yeah. Right?
I was like, 14 Ballad of the Windfish?
You know what? Like, Ballad of the Windfish, I feel like maybe it's just me. Maybe that song just gets me too emotional, but like I feel like everyone should love Ballad of the Windfish like
so
more than anything. I don't get it.
good.
I'm like,
It's
and the title theme, but like it's the title theme, you know?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
So
I
hard.
picked that one to move on because I think it does well every
I think
year.
that's gonna
But
win.
Ballad of the
but-
Windfish is so good. It's like the culmination of everything you've been doing in the game, and it's just a beautiful theme.
yeah.
Yeah.
One is like the theme for the series, basically, you know.
Mhm.
And the other is just like this beautiful, bittersweet song that's been with you the entire game, and it's also like the way the game you say goodbye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ballad of the Windfish is the theme of Link's Awakening, really. Because you also
Truly,
get
yeah.
this several different you get like a little cutesy slowed down version on the beach, and you get the version that when Marin's singing it in the village, and then when you play the instruments and open the egg, and then when the island's disappearing at the end. It's just excellent.
But
Yeah.
you gotta consider. Come on, with then this picture of the waterfall going. I mean, come on,
It is epic.
it's epic.
You know what? This is unfortunate because I think it's just 100% like overexposure, but I'm going Ballad of the Windfish just because it's incredible, and like I've heard so many I've heard the title theme a million times and so many different iterations of it that I'm just kind of like, yeah, that's Zelda. You know?
You gotta listen to that original theme though. Nothing. It's
it
like
is-
Kakariko Village.
That actually is one of my favorite. I like that more than most like overworld versions of the main theme.
It is cool just to, like listening to it, and it's like three instruments and a sound effects channel, and that's what they made this epic orchestra song out of that. McKenna, what are you voting?
Ballad of the Windfish.
All right, I'm gonna protest vote title theme then. Though I think that's Ballad of the Windfish is probably the correct answer.
It's incredible.
All right, well, we've got a Realm Overworld Spirit Tracks or Romance in the Air Skyward Sword. I don't know what are we putting up? What are we putting up, gang? Should
It's
we? Sorry,
It's a
go
pretty
ahead.
easy one for me.
What's your choice, Corey?
Romance in the Air for sure.
Okay.
I love that. It's so. I don't know. It's hard to say anything about these tracks other than, oh my god, it's so good. You know?
These are also two heavy hitters, I feel like. Are they not?
Yeah, definitely. Realm
Yeah.
Overworld at 6 is very surprising to me because I feel like that one always does very well.
Yeah, it's like
But
a
maybe
massive standout. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that not compete alone on just like it being like the standout song from the game, or is like Romance in the Air is like a
Sure.
cutscene song basically.
Yeah, but so many.
It
of
is
those
also
cutscene songs.
a standout song, I think, in Skyward Sword.
Well, I think that's just a testament to how awesome Skyward Sword's soundtrack is. Is that it's for me, it's like
Right.
a drop in the bucket of all incredible songs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Romance in the Air. It's just like that's another one where like I hear it and it just like moves me to a different place and starts eliciting emotions, and I'm like, stop! It's just music.
Yeah.
I just immediately see like Link and Zelda and Skyloft and the Loft Wings.
Yeah, big time.
That's probably my pick, but I could see like Realm Overworld. It's like such a catchy, memorable, like what do you call it? Like theme of the game almost, you know. So
Yeah.
I could see like that being one. Like if like someone just pulls it up and they're like, oh yeah, the Spirit Tracks Overworld. I love that. You know, I don't know. It feels like one that is like can easily grab people on that recognition, but
Popularly known as Full Steam Ahead.
Full Steam Ahead. Okay. Okay. It sounds like we all like Romance in the Air better.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I think Realm Overworld's gonna win in the actual thing, but definitely Romance in the Air for me.
Okay, so all those heavy hitters. Wait, the number one seed, is that what I'm reading here? A number one seed?
Yeah, I don't know who picked. I don't know who decided that.
What?
I don't get that at all.
Null Final Battle from Echoes of Wisdom.
It's good.
I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
It's a pretty incredible piece, honestly. I think.
It's good for sure.
It goes.
Go.
It's it's just funny, like that it's going up. It's going up against Ilya's theme from Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
That's
all right. So far, first wasted spot, in my opinion.
Ilya's theme is wasted.
Ilya's theme's nice. It's fine.
Let's
Plenty of other contenders waiting on the sidelines that want their time to shine. I don't think Ilya's theme. Well, No Final Battle is definitely my pick, and I think it's definitely gonna win.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm not so sure.
Really?
Yeah, Ilya's theme is nice. It's very similar to Epona's song. It has like the same rhythm at the beginning, and it's like the notes are just like slightly off.
Mm-hmm.
But No Final Battle has a lot going for it. It's got like the main theme of the game in it. Zelda's Lullaby is in it. Final Battle songs kind of just go hard in this Zelda game.
Yeah,
so,
they're pretty. It's like comparing a super epic song to like
You
this.
go hard.
Yeah, it's comparing again. I think it's sort of an apples and oranges, maybe, but
yeah,
because you're comparing like
yeah,
epic
this
Final
feels
Battle.
like the Wind Temple versus Linebeck's.
Yeah.
Except I think Linebeck's theme is better than Ilya's theme.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, and you want Null. I'll do a protest Ilya's theme vote. Why not? I don't know. Okay, so next we've got See Zora Village from Echoes of Wisdom or Sheik's theme. Okay,
This is a good matchup, I think.
Yeah, it's what's the the seating is similar. Yeah, I feel like that is kind of fair because it's like not one of the top Ocarina of Time songs, but Ocarina of Time songs usually perform pretty well, right?
Yeah.
The See Zora Village music though is quite nice. I like all the town themes in Echoes of Wisdom
Lovely.
quite a lot, actually. They're some of the best.
Plenty in our videos, but I feel Echoes of Wisdom has some songs that just absolutely go ham. And this is one of the first, like, I'm excited to see how much other people appreciate it or don't appreciate it. I'm excited to see how it performs because I feel like this is one of the big strong ones.
I feel like I have seen people not appreciating Echoes of Wisdom's soundtrack as much.
Wild.
And I think it's one of the most cool soundtracks in the series. I think. So where the like, it's got these delicate little compositions, like when you're listening to the Caesar Village, but
Yep.
And it references Zora's domain.
Yep. It's so cool, like the Caesar Village and the River Zora Village. It's almost like they were composed like together, because I feel like they both go hand in hand. Like you could kind of mix and match some of the motifs in between both songs, and it's also kind of you get a little bit of that with when they play their duet. When the two village chieftains like play their music together, it's like they're both kind of playing notes from the village themes, and it comes together, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Compare that to Sheik's theme, which is...
Sheik's theme is also excellent.
It is excellent. It is very iconic. It's funny because it's like, again, just talking about the actual track, like the track is like half a minute long.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I said it's one of the lesser Ocarina of Time songs, but you hear it a lot, and it's, you know, crucial to the story. I really like it.
Yeah, Sheik's theme is great.
It's one that I find myself humming a lot.
Which one do we want to put up?
I'm gonna go with Caesar.
Okay, Corey, do you wanna?
I'm gonna move Caesar along.
Okay,
Caesar Village.
I'll just do the useless Sheik's theme vote.
Sheik's theme's great.
Brave.
I wanted you guys to pick because a lot of these I'm just totally on the fence of. Oh boy, okay, this is an interesting matchup for me. For me, this is kind of a tough matchup, but I don't know if it'll be that tough. But we've got Hyrule Castle from Breath of the Wild versus the Underworld from Legend of Zelda. So, you know, the very first dungeon theme versus not the most recent final dungeon theme, but in our modern games, one of the biggest, most epic ones. So wow. Both are really awesome.
I think Underworld's getting slaughtered, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's great. That is also another iconic track.
It's one of the coolest in the series. Like, again, another one where it's like how much they get out of so little is so cool.
Actually.
What do you think, McKenna?
Hyrule Castle is one of my favorite tracks in the series. It's one I go back to and listen to a lot. It gives me chills every time I listen to it. It's such an emotional song. It's definitely one that tells a story. It feels like you're going up for the final battle. Like, this is it. This is all the like horrible things you faced, and but you're hopefully ready for your final challenge.
But it's so like epic and triumphant too.
Yeah. You feel like the devastation, but also like the
It's got, I think, doesn't it mix in some of the main theme too? Some of the main.
It's got the main theme when you, I think it's this and Zelda's Lullaby that are switched based on whether you're outside or inside.
That's so cool.
So when you But Underworld dungeon theme. What do we, we're not getting any love for that?
I mean, it's great. It is great, but Hyrule Castle, definitely. I'm voting Hyrule Castle for sure.
Feels like that's our winner.
It's so epic.
Okay. Well, let's move on to, I think, let's see. What's the seeding of this one? I feel like this one is probably another slaughter.
Probably.
Is it Clocktown versus the Seized Construct Battle from Tears of the Kingdom? Okay, this is one where I think, for me, I'm going to favor my some of my old comforts over a very complex and intricately, epically composed song. I'm gonna fall back more towards my roots on this one, because Clocktown is such a iconic song for me. But just playing the Seas Construct Battle right now, you can hear it. It's a pretty sick battle theme. Anyone? Well, I don't know. Either of you want to pick Seas Construct Battle? I'm just
Nah.
McKenna.
I don't think so. I think it's
Okay.
good. I don't think it's the best boss music of Tears of the Kingdom.
No,
Whereas
definitely not.
I hear Clocktown and I'm just immediately in Clocktown. I know what day it is.
That's
Depending
another
on
thing.
what
Yeah.
part of the song
I was
is
gonna
playing.
I was gonna mention that,
Yeah.
like, for we talk about how complex like the Tears of the Kingdom songs can be, but like this is one of the early examples of that, like the different iterations of the theme getting a little bit more frantic and a little more rushed as the days go on and the moon is getting closer to crash.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
All right. So we're going Clocktown.
Oh yeah.
Okay. That's yeah, that's fair. Okay, this next one, it's another pretty easy pick for me.
Babe.
Dark World and Link to the Past versus Gerudo Desert, Twilight Princess. I will say though, the Gerudo Desert, Twilight Princess is a pretty cool song. And yeah, it's nothing to scoff at, I will say. And it honestly, it definitely has the desert tones to it, but in its melodic sort of sound, it does actually kind of have some similarities to Dark World in a cool way. They're both kind of it's a little bit more stripped down, obviously, but yeah, just kind of in the way the melody sounds, it's a little got that darkness to it. But yeah, my pick is obviously Dark World. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I concur.
Yeah.
Dark World is like the
Gerudo Desert has like a really cool rhythm, and it's like it also does the Twilight Princess music is really cool because they always do the motif thing of the main theme, sneak it in there somewhere, and it's also the Gerudo Desert theme's got the cool chanting and stuff. It's pretty epic.
It's honestly cool, instrumentation on the Gerudo Desert
definitely.
one, very smart choices, Whereas,
But Dark World is so good. I feel like Dark World could replace the main series theme as another main series theme. It's it's main series theme 2 for me. It's so I just love Dark World so much.
it's cool. It casts such a big, long shadow, and it's really hasn't been used all that much, and I kind of appreciate that. But
Yeah.
if used appropriately, I wouldn't mind seeing it in a future game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think, McKenna?
One of my favorite marathon memories is when everybody's there's just a
You're
little
humming.
a hum session for Dark World where just everyone in the room is humming that, and that's probably not happening with Gerudo Desert. Dark World is just it's perfect.
One thing I will say about the Gerudo Desert melody is it kind of ties in with some other songs in the game. It's kind of like the melody is. I think it's playing off of is it the main theme?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna do Dark World up. I hope it wins.
I do too. I have it winning the whole thing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I've had it winning the whole thing before though. So
We're gonna fight in a few rounds.
yeah.
Ooh. So interesting here is what's the seating at 7 and 10? These are also comparable. This is like one where it's like it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I think I know
The
what'll win, but we've got Skull Dungeon versus Dancing Dragon Dungeon. And I would say don't sleep on Skull Dungeon, people. It's actually kind of a
they're
cool
both good.
song.
I like this matchup so much because it's just like two unsuspecting, really good Oracle Dungeon themes.
These are some of the best ones, I think,
Yeah.
from their respective game, yeah.
For sure.
Skull Dungeon is cool. It sounds like I think it could be in like a Castlevania game or something, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
When,
I don't really get why it's at 7. I'm not really understanding that. It's probably just for the matchup, honestly.
I think
this
the
is a good
matchup was what.
Yeah. They gotta make an Oracle game move forward for once.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to Dungeon last night, and I was like, "Oh, this sounds like it could be at home in Tetris. Like not
I can
like a
see that.
Tetris
I
A.
can
It's like
see
a
that.
Tetris B theme, where it's a little
Oh.
slower, more vibey.
Mm.
But I could definitely see myself playing while Skull Dungeon is going on. But
I could see that.
Dancing Dragon is great. So that is it's just a little musical, fun little musical journey.
Dancing
So
Dragon
that's
is a
my
hip
pick.
shaker.
Yeah, Dancing Dragon is a
Yeah.
bop. It's a straight up bop.
When it hits the and you're like, oh.
That's so true.
Okay, Dancing Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, next up we've got Zelda's Lullaby. Or we're saying specific Skyward Sword version and the Fire Temple Ocarina of Time.
I don't even.
I'm
Why
confused.
is that on here?
Well, I'm confused because the playlist has Fire Temple chanting version. So from
So specifically the chanting version.
it doesn't specify, so I don't know if I get if that's what the video says, but what do you think?
I don't know why that's even on here. That's another wasted spot in my opinion. I don't get it. Zelda's Lullaby is also that's an iconic, one of the most iconic in the entire series, one of the most enduring. And I agree with the Skyward Sword selection because that is also my favorite rendition of Zelda's Lullaby.
I think it's good because.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, McKenna.
Oh no, I was just gonna agree that this is my favorite version of Zelda's Lullaby.
The instrumentation is so good.
I like it because it feels like it kind of gives the vibe that the song always has given off. You know what I mean? But it's got this like, it's just got all this polish to it. With the live orchestra and everything. Where I feel like sometimes that I don't know. I feel like sometimes that gets lost. Like when you mentioned the Kakariko one on the CD, I'm like, no. For me, the original captures the essence, whereas I feel like this captures kind of a similar thing, but it's just like it's pretty live instruments. Yeah.
I kind of like the Zelda's Lullaby was always Zelda's Lullaby. It's always been excellent, but like for me, the original feels kind of like flat. It feels a little like stale, especially when it has the ocarina in it. It's like I love the instrumentation in this because it's like it's so much more subtle, and I feel like it gets so much more emotion in there.
It's delicate. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're picking that one.
Oh yeah.
A low seed
Yeah,
for the Fire
Fire
Temple
Temple.
makes sense though.
Yeah.
Okay. Frozen Rito Village versus Grandma's Theme from Wind Waker. I mean, this is another one that's like, it's like a super cool vibes song versus like a smaller character driven theme. So it's kind of an interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Is it right that it's seated higher than Grandma's theme? I don't know.
That doesn't make sense to me. Well, maybe has Frozen Rito Village been in it before?
I don't know.
I don't remember if it was in it last year.
I would imagine part of it is because, like, obviously Frozen Rito Village is playing off of Rito Village, which is playing off of Dragon Roost, which is
A previous winner.
one
Winner.
forever ago. You know?
We're finding ways to include it still.
Yes,
Yeah.
maybe that has something to do with it. But I think this is kind of a tough matchup. They have their own things going for it. Grandma's theme has that devastating emotional, you know. You go home and your grandma's sick and you're like, "No, grandma, I'll do whatever I can to make you better." And Frozen Rito Village is just like super atmospheric. They do that perfectly. It's exactly what it sounds like. Frozen, it's Rito Village theme, but it's all isolated and cold and frozen. But you're like, oh, the village is still in there somewhere.
Yeah. It sounds like someone behind a massive glacier
Yeah.
trying to like get you to hear Rito Village or something, you know?
For
Let
sure.
me out.
What do you think, McKenna?
Gosh, I love the Frozen Rito Village. I think, that's probably like my favorite like before area in Tears of the Kingdom. It's almost a little sad when you repair it. You're like, oh, I don't get to hear this music anymore because I really liked
Dang it, they get to live their lives again.
Like let's let the moon crash and go back to before.
Right.
I'm kind of a sucker for like icy atmospheric music too. So that personally is my pick. Frozen Rito Village.
Okay. This one I'm not gonna I'll actually take a side on, and I'll go against it. I'll go Grandma's theme. Because I was just listening to him back now, and it does kind of pull on my heartstrings a bit more. I think Frozen Rito Village is cool, but yeah, it doesn't quite move me in the same way as Grandma's theme. So Corey, I'm counting on you, the Wind Waker fan.
I concur with everything Gooey said. I'm going Grandma's theme.
The Wind Waker fan has spoken.
The Wind Waker fan. It's just it's too emotional.
Too
You can't
emotional.
not, you know?
God, there's so much more bracket left. All right, strap in, everybody.
Once we
All
get to
right.
the next round, we'll have already talked about all the songs. So
Let's roll, folks.
All right.
But we got some good Echoes of Wisdom songs coming up. Oh, all right.
Speaking of, let's
This is
hear
one.
some of that Acorn Gathering minigame.
I'm just kidding. Acorn Gathering minigame is very fun. It's a very fun.
that's what I was listening to it and I was like, wow, this is very fun.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry, but you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
I'm grooving to it right now. Fi's Farewell, though. I mean, what do you say? What do you say to that song?
That's a top contender.
Yeah, that's a fitting 1 seed, I think. Especially, I like putting Farewell instead of Gratitude. Fi's Farewell versus Fi's Gratitude. Like they have their slight differences, but I think this is the stronger version.
All right, we're not even gonna dwell on this one too long. Okay. Ooh boy. Okay. This is again Lightning Temple. We got all the phases going here. Another it's a 11-minute track of rising building delicacy here versus Sword Search. I think one of the coolest songs in the whole series. But yeah, it's that is a tough that is a tricky comparison. Like my heart for that one wants to go Sword Search, but I don't know. Lightning Temple is pretty cool.
I don't understand why they decided to specify Link's Awakening DX, because like that's a great song. It's always been a great song. But the new version from Link's Awakening 2019 is like It's got my dogs freaking out. That's how good it is.
Well, not
We're
only
fighting.
not only that, but the playlist on YouTube that they made has the original version.
Yeah,
It's the song, so I don't really understand.
that's the one that they're specifying in here for some reason.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
I see. Okay, that I had it
that's
reversed. Okay.
that kind of makes it tough for me because if it were the Link's Awakening 2019 version, if we're just including all of them, that's a gimme for sure. Sword Search, but
Oh,
I don't know if I feel.
I'm coming at it from a different way. I think even the original just is a powerhouse for me, but
It is good. It's always been an excellent song.
I can see why it might not be
God,
for
I
others.
just love that instrumentation. It's so good.
I
It
mean,
makes it
just
so
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah.
Link's Awakening is definitely one where I really enjoy versions of songs from the remake and
And
the
the one, yeah.
original.
mhm.
Just love the sounds both ways.
Mhm.
I can't be objective.
This matchup is really tough.
I can't. I'm saying Sword Search. I'm not even just throwing any pretense out the window. I started playing it and I'm like, nope, that's the pick.
Yeah.
Whereas Lightning
Yeah.
Temple, it's cool,
All right.
especially as you get in. If you go a little bit farther, and it starts to get into
Get themes.
yeah.
I'll join you. I'll go Sword
Yeah, I'll
Search.
go Sword Search.
Wow, it feels wrong.
Lightning Temple is great, but it's definitely a little like I don't know how I'm trying to say this. In terms of like musical enjoyment per second, I feel like Sword Search has a lot more. It's a lot more condensed, you know. I enjoy every second of Sword Search, whereas like Lightning Temple, it's incredible, but there's some sections where I'm like, this is all right.
It just it just doesn't feel. It's like comparing a TV show theme song to like an orchestral piece or something, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's like one
Exactly.
they have totally different purposes, you know.
We need
Yeah.
to do like more specific brackets, like separate. You know, well, we need to have a dungeon music bracket.
Sure.
No, someone needs to make a 10-minute long Rising with 7 phases Sword Search.
That's how we'll really judge it. Yeah.
The closer you get to the sword, the more intense it gets.
If Sword Search was a dungeon theme. All right, Gerudo Sanctum, Echoes of Wisdom
Oh man.
versus Caster Wilds, Minish Cap.
I don't know why Caster Wilds is on here either. I don't know. Is anyone a big fan of that theme?
Hold on, let's get that going real quick, actually.
I think
It's
Minish
fine.
Cap doesn't have a lot of music that I love.
All right, whoa, I didn't say that.
I'm not saying that Minish Cap doesn't have great music. I probably wouldn't rank it highly if we're talking about as a game.
I wouldn't go to the bat
Against
to
other
bat
games.
for it. But
Yeah.
I think. Okay. Agree to disagree.
Caster Wilds
But
is a weaker track from the game, also.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
Caster Wild isn't even like top
It's
20
fine.
Minish Cap songs for me.
All right, I'm done
I don't
listening
know.
to that.
All right, turn it off.
It's an interesting matchup because like they almost have kind of similar vibes in some ways.
Yeah, a little bit.
They're both like wow.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Gerudo Sanctum.
Gerudo Sanctum is so good. If
Yeah.
for anyone, that's another one where it's like you kind of have to sit in it for a little bit because it's a little bit of a slow burn, and then it gets to like the sweet part. You gotta do it. I love Gerudo Sanctum. It gets me going.
It's an experience, yeah.
Gets me fired up.
Okay. So that's that. That's good. Oh my gosh. Interesting. Hyrule Field Twilight Princess
Field.
versus Hyrule Field A Link Between Worlds. So Hyrule Field A Link Between Worlds, we have just again another iteration of the Zelda theme.
Yeah.
And it's good. A Link Between Worlds
is
has
good.
really good music, but this is
It's got the horns.
yeah, I don't know. It does have some new like touches added to it.
It's just like a Link Between Worlds flavor main theme. You know?
Yeah, at that point, I want original.
Yeah, I agree.
And you know, I've spoken ill in the past about Twilight Princess Hyrule Field, but I don't know. I think it kind of gets some points here for me being kind of unique, and it does have some pretty interesting parts to it. I would say.
Oh yeah, there are so many different parts, and it's also like it's got that whole thing going where it's like that's the motif. It's the main theme of the game, and this is one of the most bombastic ways you hear it in the game. So I'm definitely Hyrule Field Twilight Princess for me. Hyrule
Man.
Field A Link Between Worlds is great, but it's not my favorite iteration of the main theme.
Yeah, that's kind of. I'm actually kind of split on this because I feel like I probably do just like the A
I
Link
feel like the
Between
main
Worlds.
theme better, but
Yeah, but I kind of like the originality of.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm listening to it right now, and it's just not a theme I love, but it does have its moments of brilliance. I think. McKenna, you be the decider.
I'm kind of a Twilight Princess Hyrule Field hater.
Oh
No.
jeez. Oh jeez.
There are parts of it I love. You know, the last you know, the da, da, da,
Yeah, I love that.
that part's
Ballad of
really
Twilight.
good, but it's like late in the theme, and uh you know,
I don't-
you have to be in the field for a few minutes, which usually I'm trying to get out of the field really quickly. Um,
I don't like it when it's on its.
I
Oh,
do not-
why?
That-
I love that.
that part gets stuck in my head so much, and I hate it. I don't like, like it's
And then
fine.
it goes
but
like,
that's the part I think of the most. Yeah, that's
I do like
It's
that.
like-
I
I'm
like that.
so it's a kind of a roller coaster.
exactly. I
Yeah,
think it's really
but-
cool, even if you don't like that main melody. Like there are so many different parts to it. It's a ride, you know.
Yeah,
Is the night theme
I-
a part of this?
that I love the night
The
theme.
night
Like
theme is
if the night theme were like a separate thing and it was, you know, listed against A Link Between Worlds Hyrule Field, I'd probably go with the night theme. But since it's the day theme, I'm gonna go with A Link Between Worlds Hyrule Field.
Up to you then, Goo.
All right, you know what? I'm doing A Link Between Worlds.
You already, yeah.
Oh man,
I kind of talked myself
I disagree
into
with
both,
that.
but yep, sorry.
big
Sorry.
disagree there.
I wish I
Okay,
picked Twilight Princess in my bracket.
I-
Though.
it is gonna
Everybody
win.
loves it.
okay. This is some truly messed up seating right here. Truly messed up. We've got the title theme from Ocarina of Time versus the trailer music
Why
for
you gotta
Twilight
do that?
Princess.
Why you gotta do that?
This is really tough. That
It is really tough.
this might be one where I let my just personal feelings overtake it, because I mean that Twilight Princess trailer is freaking epic,
Yeah, it's impeccable.
and it used real orchestra unlike the game. It's epic, but there's something so pleasing and like I don't know, iconic about the Ocarina of Time soundtrack. Like it's just this perfect like bookend of the game, you know, like or like starting it up. I don't know. Somebody else take a side.
If you want to bring
I'm
me to
struggling.
tears in less than 10 seconds, just play Ocarina of Time title theme.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful, and it like
it is.
it does so much with just a little theme.
I'm sad about this matchup because I'm voting trailer theme because I think that's one of my. I love that. I'll go to bat for that theme over and over and over. But it's sad that it has to go up against title theme Ocarina of Time, because that is also, I think, one of the best title themes in the whole series, and it's so like, the word I like to use to describe it is haunting, because it's like you hear it and it doesn't leave. It embeds itself in your soul.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, they used it in Cadence, but one thing I love is like, it hasn't really been used since that I can think of.
And it's the flute from Legend of Zelda.
It is.
Sick.
Yes. And it's one of those ones where it's like, we were talking about like the different arrangements and like different instruments. This is one where I feel like that it might just be tied to my memory of it, but that specific era of like video game MIDI music, it suits this song specifically perfectly. Whereas like if I compared,
so good.
So okay, we're doing that. But damn, 15 seed? I don't know. I feel like that's a strong song.
That's crazy. That's just, they just wanted to make us suffer and put two great songs up against each other in the first round.
Okay, so I'm not sure what to think about this matchup. Elden Temple, Echoes of Wisdom versus the trailer theme for Breath of the Wild. And, interesting. People are into the Breath of the Wild trailer. It's an awesome one, right? But
it is.
I feel like
It's
that
epic.
it might just have some more staying power. Whereas I feel like a lot of these temple themes that people, I don't know, when there's people who aren't as up on them, I think it's just because they haven't had the melodies like drilled into their brain.
Yeah,
like some of the other ones. And so I think these will be songs that will be strong contenders for the wider populace in musical March Madness in like 10 years or something, you know what I mean? Like when people have
this is another one where it's hard to compare, because like the trailer theme, if you're not, like, a lot of us that have been around for this, we're familiar with what this trailer theme is and know it's like a 2.5-3 minute long song that is constantly like changing or something like that. And it's got its epic moments and it's a whole big build up thing, and that's the whole point. But what I'm curious to see is, I don't know how many people that aren't super familiar with either of these themes just like go to the playlist, start playing them, and they're like 30 seconds into the trailer theme for Breath of the Wild, and they're like, okay, when is this, let's let it keep going. Whereas Elden Temple hits you like right away. It gets into the main melody like instantly, and it's sick.
Is it? Yeah, I feel like it's still not one of my favorite tracks from the game.
Oh, I loved it. It is one of mine.
No, I think it's really good though, but still compared to other Echoes. But yeah, it's
different. A lot of great music for me. I'm going Elden Temple, I think.
What do you got, McKenna?
I do. I love a lot of the trailer themes. They're I don't remember how this one has done in the past, but I think it was, I don't know if it was last year. I guess it would have been last year. That the Tears of the Kingdom final trailer was in here, and which I thought was like just an incredible piece of music, and I don't think it made it past the first round.
Yeah, I don't.
Which was really disappointing.
Twilight Princess trailer theme is, I feel like, the one that's performed the strongest, but even that one never gets super far.
I think that, because that, does that play, is that the one that plays in the beginning? Like if you just let the title screen go, like it'll switch to the trailer?
The
Is
Twilight
that right?
Princess one?
Yeah.
Because there's two different ones. Like two different trailer themes, I believe, that they had used. Like one was the reveal, right? I don't know. I don't remember. It's the one that goes. It's got that oboe in it in the beginning.
Yeah. That is also one that plays, like, I don't know if it does it in the remake or the remaster or not, but definitely in the original, if you let it stay on the title screen long enough, it'll play that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, these songs they're both good, but honestly, neither actually are my top tier favorites. But I mean, in the scheme of the Zelda, there's just so many great songs. I do like the the final moments of the trailer. Like that was just the memories of that were epic. But yeah, I could go either way. So you guys,
I'm gonna go trailer. I'm gonna go trailer theme.
Oh boy.
So you have to pick.
You gotta decide here.
Can we flip something?
Oh, flip that. Yeah.
I got some. It's like a pin. The D.
Okay.
D is trailer theme. This side is Elden Temple.
Okay.
It's trailer theme.
Trailer theme. Okay. Let's move it up. It's the way it had to be. I couldn't pick. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay, 2 Wind Waker tracks. Interesting. So Great Sea, the overworld theme, and Mulgara.
I feel like Great Sea is kind of low too, but actually I don't know because I feel like there are people that love that theme and also people that don't like it.
I really like it, but I feel like that specific rendition, like it comes back in like the credits music, right? Or is that's more the Wind Waker?
The credits music.
That's the theme.
The credits for the Wind Waker is the main title theme.
Okay, yeah, no, I think I like this better than like the Hyrule Field Twilight Princess, for example, and it's a very cool like seafaring sounding song, which is cool.
Epic.
Yeah,
out
epic.
on the wide blue sea.
Yeah, I quite enjoy this, but people love Mulgara, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is another one where I'm not sure if I can pick. I want to lean towards Great Sea, but yeah, Mulgara's pretty banging.
Well, yeah, Great Sea's great. I'm going Mulgara all the way. I think
Mulgara.
Mulgara is such a good boss theme.
Yeah, this is an easy Mulgara for me.
Okay. I mean, yeah. All right.
Great Sea, I kind of go back and forth on whether or not I'm enjoying listening to it.
Depends how long you've been hearing it for.
Yeah.
Let's do Mulgara. Okay. All right, Zora's Domain, Ocarina of Time versus Final Hours, Majora's Mask. Final Hours, I feel like it's just such an unreal track. Just like one of the coolest, like just like atmospheric, crazy vibes song. And you know what? That's my pick. That's my pick to win. Though Zora's Domain is awesome too, honestly. This is another one where it's like these. I don't know about the. I can't tell you about the seating, but these both seem like strong songs to me.
In the past, I've typically been like kind of down on Final Hours because I was never like, it never caught me in that way until like more recently. I've listened to it more, and like my more recent playthroughs of Majora's Mask, I've appreciated it a lot more for the, it's just like really sad, depressing, scary vibes, but like it's not. I feel like musically, it's not anything insane. It's just like it's another one where it's like the vibe sets the vibe perfectly. Like I don't know what else I would want to be listening to other than that. But as a song, I'm not like I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to it out of context. So I'm gonna go with Zora's Domain.
I want to add, I think the synth in it that plays sounds really cool, and the simplicity of it. It almost sounds like it could be a John Carpenter theme, or like some kind of late 80s, early 90s like genre film or something, and that's totally my type of stuff. So yeah, anyway, what do you got, McKenna? Here's some Zora's.
Final Hours just gives me such a specific feeling, like I'm here, the world is ending, and unless I'm in like at the end of the game, There's nothing I can do to stop it. But so I just feel like incredibly conflicted because I want to stay and help everyone, but I'm like, it's time to go back. I have to go back now, or else the moon's gonna crash. So it's just, it's just like, it makes you want to linger, even though something horrible is gonna happen, and then you have to leave on your own terms. So,
That's
Final
what we're going with.
Hours is my pick.
Sorry, Corey.
All right, that's fine. It's getting crushed by Mulgara next round. So
Ooh, I don't know about that. Okay. Kokiri Forest Ocarina of Time. Oh boy. Versus Kakariko is saved from Twilight Princess. This is one where I think that seeding is fairly safe.
makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
Actually,
Is Kakariko saved? Does that sound like Ilya's theme?
no, it's
It's-
and then there's some like guitar going on in the background.
No, that's just the Kakariko Village theme, isn't it?
It
It's a
sounds
version of that.
yes, it is like the Kakariko theme song if you were like vibing out in a way.
Gotcha.
It's like a very pleasant like it's actually quite nice, honestly. It's very nice. But does anybody, I don't know, is anyone gonna argue it over Kokiri Forest? I mean, I would respect someone who argues it over Kokiri Forest, I will say.
No, it's definitely Kokiri Forest.
No.
It's
Yeah.
Kokiri Forest? Okay. Yeah. I mean, is there much you can say about
Oh, I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking of? I'm thinking of Our Children. Wait, no. I don't know. There are so many different weird iterations of Twilight Princess songs that are used in different spots.
yeah. I quite like it, but yeah,
Mhm.
let's go ahead and put Kokiri Forest up.
Mm.
What the hell is this with this next one? This is tough. Okay. Astral Observatory Majora's Mask versus Midna's Theme Twilight Princess. Midna's Theme is good. This isn't my favorite. Like, there's different. The thing about it is, when I think about it, I think about like it's used in so many different ways throughout the game
Yeah.
and stuff, and it itself is a cool song. But I think what I appreciate more about it is all its different renditions. So it's kind of hard to compare it to like a specific song
Yeah,
for a
to
specific spot.
One song that's played in one building in one game.
Yeah. That being said, just playing them back to back, Midna's Theme is nice, but Astral Observatory is one of the sickest songs in the series.
It's got to be Astral Observatory.
Yeah.
Midna's theme is fine, but
Okay.
Astral Observatory is
agree.
like, whoa.
Okay, so we don't need to dwell on that.
That's another one that's so weirdly, randomly emotional for me. And it's like, I'm just visiting this guy with a telescope. Like,
Yeah, the moon's,
why is this so deep?
the moon's tear, I don't know. There's something about the opening portion of that game that it sets the tone.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Okay, we're all in agreement there. Okay, this is a fun matchup.
A fun one.
Song of Storms versus Lanayru Mining Facility from Skyward Sword. This is one, I mean, actually Lanayru
like-
Mining Facility is a cool one because you have the time shift stones, the different versions.
Yeah, that is true.
And this is another weird one because it's going up. I think Song of Storms will probably win because I feel like it's one that's just like an iconic. It's actually got that thing you mentioned, Corey. I feel like with the title theme where it's just like you hear it so much. It's been covered to death.
Yeah.
I have a T-shirt of
Yeah, that's got
the guy playing, and it's got A down up or whatever. It's too iconic almost. Where I almost want to
iconic
vote.
for its own good.
I don't know.
I feel that. That's a good. Yeah, I don't know actually.
I don't know. McKenna, you're the Skyward Sword liker.
I
Hit us with it.
am. Lanero mining facility is good. Its vibe is kind of perfect for like this like half future tech, half old like deserty area. It's not my favorite music in Skyward Sword.
Okay,
I don't
so
know, this one's tough. This
actually
one's
think it
so
might
much
be-
more atmospheric.
Yeah.
Uh,
I feel like Lanayru Mining Facility is one of my stronger dungeon themes in the game. And it's like it's really hard because if like back when Song of Storms was in Smash Bros. Brawl, I was like, oh my god, this is the best song ever. But since then, I've heard it 5,000 times, so
it would be like
it
the
is-
thing
it's
your
lost its wonder.
any of your music buddies would learn on, like my pal Alex that I was like played music with in high school. He do the marimba renditions and stuff like that. Actually, I mean, but then I don't know now. Just listening to him back to back, I'm just like, okay, I think
It's a great song. It's just like I want it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, yeah, I get it. But then if I like actually sit and listen to it, I'm like, that's why this is so good. And it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it's
I'm
funny
back.
because like
Song of Storms. I'm voting it.
I don't like I don't play piano, but like whenever you know how you like when you have learned little things on instruments and you go and pick it up and you instinctively do the one thing you know. Every time I see a piano, I just instantly start playing da 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 da.
That's the strength of Ocarina of Time songs, is because they're all like the main melody is meant to be played like 3 notes or 6 on the ocarina in the game, and so they translate really well to like something people can learn, and then they grow an attachment to it because it's like it's that song they learned how to play it from the game. But you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stick with Song of Storms. I was talking it down, but now just back to back hearing them, I gotta go with it.
I'll go Song of Storms too.
Wow. Okay.
I'm not super
Yeah,
excited
sure.
about it, but I will.
Ooh. Okay. Song of Healing, Majora's Mask versus Hyrule Field, Ocarina of Time. I just cannot pick here. This is a tough
It's
one.
gotta be tough for you, Goo. This is easy for me.
What's your pick?
it's easy for me.
Song of Healing is so I think Hyrule Field Ocarina of Time's a little overrated in my opinion. It's a great song. Not as good as everyone thinks it is, I don't think.
I love it. McKenna, what do you think? What do you think?
This is an easy Song of Healing for me.
There we go. We just decided for you.
Song of Healing is I get it. It's more emotional. And you know what?
Very emotional.
Oh yeah.
I think you made
Etcha.
Yeah, I think you made the right choice. Okay. That's weird. Is 12 a good seed for that? I feel like it's a stronger song, but maybe I'm biased.
I feel like it's been in similar seeds in the past because I think that's another one where a lot of people love it, but it never does awesome.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right, let's do Pharaon Temple, Echoes of Wisdom versus Skyloft, Skyward Sword. Okay, interesting.
That's a nice little inclusion. Putting Skyloft in there.
Well, yeah, I feel like it's a. Well, maybe that's. Maybe I don't know. I don't understand the seeds, but I feel like that might be one people gravitate towards, but maybe not. Pharaon Temple might be the best temple theme in the game. Am I wrong?
It's not
Yeah,
my
I
favorite
think
temple
it's-
theme in the game, but it's incredible.
I think it's
I'd
my
have to rate.
favorite.
Okay. Yeah, I have to re-listen to them all.
It is super good.
That one
Yeah,
has
good.
really cool like percussion situation, you know, like melodic
instrumentation, once again.
percussive sounds. Yeah.
The instrumentation in Echoes of Wisdom is part of what makes some of these songs so impressive and exciting to listen to. I feel like every time I listen to them, I pick up on something different that I didn't notice in a different listen, you know?
Okay, but what do we think about that verse Skyloft? Skyloft
Skyloft
is
is
nice.
nice.
It's
Skyloft
nice.
is nice and
Skyloft
it's
is
quaint
nice.
and it's cozy. But Pharaoh Temple for sure.
Okay. McKenna, Pharaoh Temple, or what do you
Yeah,
think?
I'm gonna go Pharaoh Temple.
I could see the argument for both, like where I've kind of retreated into the Heteno villages of the world.
Yeah.
Skyloft isn't in that total category for me, but if someone wanted to go that way and they're like, they played Echoes of Wisdom and they're like, yeah, you know, I don't know. They played it
Skyloft has
once.
some really good. That's another one where I'm pretty sure like the longer it goes, it does like it does it like a slightly different thing with different instrumentation. It's very nice.
Speaking of, Lookout Landing, I think is a rather nice track. I used it a lot in
That's
our videos when we were talking about Tears of the Kingdom, because to me it's a very nice, pleasant theme, and I like it changes depending on where you are in the game. That versus though it's going up against Yuga Battle from A Link Between Worlds. So
Yuka. Yuka.
you know what? I have a weird soft spot for Lookout Landing. I gotta say, I'm leaning towards that right now. But maybe, what do you think, Corey?
I don't feel crazy strongly about either of these. I wanted to Lookout Landing more than I did because I feel like the melody never just sticks with me. So I think I'm gonna go Yuka Battle because that's got some wild stuff going on in it.
Let's listen to it. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Yuga Battle is definitely a fun one. But I do like these ones where they change throughout, like as you
Yeah,
progress
that
a
is
lot. You know,
Can't
when
lie
the
there.
different instruments added in and themes. I love the one that's got like the Hyrule Castle music in it. Like after, I think this is before. Yeah, it's before you go to Hyrule Castle.
Oh, like when it's crisis mode or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was really, I thought that was really cool when that happened in the game. But yeah, it's just a really nice theme.
There's
And,
something about that.
That's my choice.
Yeah. Okay.
Still a marching beat in it. That's cool.
Do I have to pick then?
Yes, you do. We can flip if you want.
You know what? No. I'm just gonna say I'm gonna go Lookout Landing as well. I don't even care. I feel like it's such a weird comparison because it is like a song that's just like slight stuff going on. Like it's very simple, low key, but there's something about that brum that happens in it that just gets me. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is an interesting mashup, I feel like. Actually, this would make a good mashup, truly, is Tall Tall Heights versus Cass's song from, or is it Cass's theme? Sorry. Okay, yeah. Okay, so, kind of interesting, because Tall Tall Heights, I mean, I feel like that's a powerhouse of a song in the series. I'm right to assume that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's correct.
Yeah.
People really like Tall Tall Heights.
it's its own sort of overworld theme for the game.
It's like I like that it's like a twist. It's very similar to the main theme in some spots, but it's kind of like a twist on it.
Yeah,
Cool.
which is cool.
Yeah.
It works really well. You know what? Maybe, I mean, I love Cass's theme. Don't get me wrong. It's so good.
It's hard. Cass's theme it's another one of those that's just so short, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's just meant to be that one that you hear, you start hearing it
Like,
quietly off in the
oh,
distance, and
where
then you
is
find it.
he?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Tall Tall Heights though. I'm a big fan of that theme. I think Cass's
Yeah,
theme
same.
just doesn't
I
love
go.
it.
Yeah, me too.
Cass's theme is really good, though. I want that to be known. Okay. Very interesting matchup here for our last one of the first round. Eternal Forest from Echoes of Wisdom versus Realm of the Heavens from, was that Four Swords Adventures?
Yeah. This has got to be another matchup thing because there's no world where Eternal Forest is a 6 seed. Like it's cool, but I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't get that.
Maybe it should be a 6 seed, though. Have you ever consider that?
I don't think it should.
I kind of think it's really cool.
A 6 seed cool?
Yeah,
though? I
Eternal
don't know.
Forest is one of my favorite.
Really? Oh
Yeah.
wow. Maybe it's just
In the
me
game,
then. I thought
Well,
it was fine.
I think you're right, Corey, in that I don't think it's going to capture the hearts and minds of the people, but it's cool.
What I also confuses me about this is I don't really get why we went with Realm of the Heavens specifically when you could have just called this is the Death Mountain theme from A Link to the Past. You know?
Yeah, actually.
Why give it the more obscure name from the more obscure game? It's slightly different instrumentation.
Instrument wise,
cool,
yeah.
But I don't know.
I think that is the sneakiness that Moss is going for in the matchup here, because yeah, when I think about it, is like that Death Mountain theme is pretty iconic. Dang, actually, I don't know. What do we want to do? Because I actually kind of could see this above it, because I didn't realize it was that.
This is a very easy Realm of the Heavens for me. Just cause like Eternal Forest is very cool and vibey, but it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's an excellent song. I guess I just have that thing.
I'm gonna
where it's
go
like
with
when
you,
it's
but I don't
it's
agree. I don't
too vibe
agree. But
specific. I don't know when it's too vibe specific for me, and I wouldn't listen to it out of I guess I would. I don't know. It just doesn't grab me. I feel like that vibe specifically has been done by a bunch of other themes in the series, and this is not one of the stronger ones. You know?
Yeah, that's all right. Well, I'm going with it. McKenna, you want Eternal Forest? I take it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, too bad.
Oh, well.
All right, that's round one. Round two, here we go. Back to the top, we've got Low Rule Castle, A Link Between Worlds versus Kakariko Village, A Link to the Past. This is hard for me, I think. I mean,
Hard for me too, actually.
my mind says Low Rule Castle, my heart says Kakariko Village. What do you guys think?
I think Low Rural Castle.
Jinx.
I think Kakariko Village. This is so tough for me. These are actually some of my favorites in the whole series, and I'm a sucker. A Link Between Worlds and A Link to the Past are both in my top 5, so I love the tracks from both of those games, but I don't know.
I'm gonna vote with my heart. Kakariko Village.
Here we go.
Okay. The heart gets what it wants, I guess. Okay. Palace, Adventure of Link versus Legendary Hero, The Wind Waker. I don't know. Now I kind of want Palace to go. To go farther, even though I voted against it before.
That's funny because I voted for Palace to get here, and now I want to go against it.
Okay.
And I didn't vote for Legendary Hero
Oh my
either.
gosh.
I voted for Stone Tower.
Okay, McKenna, you break the tie here.
Oh God.
It's so weird. It's just like seeing the different songs up against each other when I'm considering one versus one. I I look at them in a different light, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Palace versus Legendary Hero, I'm like, oh, well, Legendary Hero. I mean, Palace just doesn't hold up.
Yeah, I'm gonna go legendary hero.
Okay, that's
It's
fair.
nice.
That's a good pick. Okay, now we're friggin' flying through these now.
Mhm.
We've said what we need to say, I guess.
Yeah, we've said most of this stuff.
Okay,
Mhm.
Wind Temple, Tears of the Kingdom versus Hateno Village, Breath of the Wild. Um, similar to Kakariko, I'm just gonna go with my heart and say Hateno.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go wind temple.
this one's not even close for me. This one's definitely Hateno Village
Oh,
for sure.
okay, okay.
Hateno Village is one of my favorite themes from Breath of the Wild in general. You know,
I I gotta give it up to the Wind Temple though. I think it's super sick. It's
good.
like,
Yeah, all the dungeon themes are so good.
yeah, okay. Ballad of the
Oh my
Windfish
God.
versus Romance in the Air.
Oh,
I'm going
This is
ballad.
hard.
I'm going ballad.
it's
Just
so
saying it right
hard.
here. Ballad. It definitely
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ballad.
I'll
it
I'll
moves me
I'll
more.
third that.
Tough.
I'll do ballad.
Oh,
It's just got more weight behind it.
oh man, we are okay. Oh my gosh, Null Final Battle, Echoes of Wisdom versus Sea Zora Village.
Yeah, see, this is where I'm like the Null Final Battle theme's cool, but Caesar Village over it any
I
day.
agree.
Okay, I don't even have. This is one where I would probably say flip because I'm yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Hyrule Castle.
Hyrule Castle, baby.
Ooh.
I've tried to be objective, but
Mm.
I think I've probably picked it in the past before. But right now, my heart's telling me Clocktown.
I gotta go with Goo.
Oh no.
Go for
No.
Lockdown. I'm sorry.
You're
Hyrule
doing
Castle's
this.
great.
You're
But
doing this so it doesn't have to go against Dark World.
no, no, no. No, no, no.
Interesting.
No, Clocktown is my favorite theme from Majora's Mask, and I think it's one of the it's I don't know, it's one of the best town themes in general for me. And it's got the different versions. It's I
I'm
love it.
having a memory of this being done to me before. The last time we did one of these, you both
Oh,
chose
Nah,
against Hyrule Castle
nah,
early.
that can't be the case.
I would rank Hyrule Castle high. Don't get me wrong. These are both
Yeah.
like top tier songs for me. Ooh, Dark World versus. Now McKenna's got a sights on
McKenna's like
Dark World.
Dancing Dragon all the way.
Hmm. I don't know. Dancing Dragon is kind of a banger. I think I'll vote Dark
It
World.
is.
Yeah, it's got to be Dark World. I mean, it's
Okay.
got to be.
Okay.
Seems my vote does not matter. Again.
Oh, poor McKenna.
Okay, McKenna, how would you vote in Zelda's
Are you
Lullaby versus?
Hyrule Castle's really good.
I would pick Zelda's Lullaby.
Okay,
I agree. I agree with McKenna.
I agree too.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
We,
Fi's
Goo,
farewell.
we have to disagree on one so that McKenna can be the tiebreaker.
Okay, well shoot. I'm gonna say Sword Search.
I'm gonna say Fi's farewell.
Do you really think that?
Mm,
Because it's
Do you
Link's
honestly?
Awakening DX, yes, I do. If it were
Oh, poo
if it
to
were Link's
you.
Awakening 2019, I would do that.
That's BS. All right, McKenna, you
I'm
can.
gonna go Fi's Farewell.
All right.
Woo!
That's a great track. Okay, Gerudo Sanctum, Echoes of Wisdom versus Hyrule Field, A Link Between Worlds.
This is
Um,
a weird matchup. I don't think either of these
Hmm.
deserve to be in the in the third round.
yeah, what did we do in the last round? Oh, well, we could add Caster Wilds
This
in
is a
here.
weird. I'm going Gerudo Sanctum.
You know what? I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Hyrule Field and let McKenna decide because I am kind of neutral on this category.
Jeez, McKenna gets to
I,
decide everything.
I'm really neutral. Yeah, I'm pretty neutral in this category too, and I think either both of them are gonna lose in the next round. So I'm gonna go Gerudo Sanctum.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's weird.
Fair.
I guess that's the nature of this weird seating.
You think
Okay.
it's? I think Gerudo Sanctum's awesome, but
Okay. I'm saying title theme Ocarina of Time over the Breath of the Wild trailer.
I
Me too.
concur.
That's gone far enough with that.
Yeah,
Okay,
cut
here's
it
the
out with
one
that trail thing.
we were not sure about Mulgera versus Final Hours. I'm saying Final Hours. Take that, Mulgera.
Yeah, this is one of the easiest for me. It's Mulgera, not even close.
Mulgera's cool and all.
Uh, hmm. I'll go. Oh God, I don't know. Uh,
It's all on you. Should I play the Final Hours music? Just to give it that extra.
Now play the Mulgera theme.
hmm.
There are songs that do the opposite thing intentionally.
Very,
So,
yeah,
you
it's
know.
very true.
It should have been up against like it should have been like Mulgera versus Milk Bar, which
Yeah,
Milk Bar should be. Yeah, that this is my complaint. Is Milk Bar needs to be on this because it
I would,
slaps.
I'd pick Milk Bar over plenty of these songs.
yeah. Yeah,
I was saying I
most of
need
them.
Milk Bar to be on here so I can campaign for it.
Let's listen to that song.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
guys need to know how nice Milk Bar is.
Yeah,
uh,
I'm playing it for the world. So
I'm gonna put it on myself too. I want to
yeah,
listen to it.
let's just vibe on that for a minute.
This video is sponsored by Milk Bar.
Yeah, by Chateau Romani.
Yeah.
Okay, McKenna, what are you gonna pick?
Mulgera.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Shoot. I don't like that. Okay. Oh, we got to the breakdown part in the Milk Bar song where it goes bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Part that I just imagine like some saxophone totally ripping on.
Yeah, I have to turn it off or else people are gonna go too crazy. They're gonna get out of control. It's gonna be
They go
cause a
wild.
riot.
Gonna break their computers.
Okay. Next up, we've got Kokiri Forest versus Astral Observatory.
This song whips people into a frenzy.
Yeah. This is a very tough matchup for me. I'm gonna go Astral Observatory. But they both hit me right in the specific time period for sure. The Oot versus MM mashups are tough.
I'm also gonna go Astral Observatory. Actually,
Okay.
I think it's a very strong. It's a weirdly strong theme.
What would your pick be, McKenna?
Yeah, this is another tough one. Since it doesn't matter, I'm gonna say Kokiri Forest. This is a big like nostalgia one for me.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just like transports me. I guess they both transport me to their location, but
Speaking of,
yeah.
we've got two Ocarina of songs, Song of Storms versus Song of
Song
Healing.
of.
Yeah.
Song
I'm
of versus Song of.
I'm okay now with stopping Song of Storms.
Me too.
Me three.
It's too powerful. um,
It
okay.
must be topped.
All right. Pharaon Temple versus Lookout Landing. I think Lookout Landing kind of got by the skin of its.
Overstayed its welcome.
Yeah. Are we in agreement? Pharaon Temple.
Yeah, Pharaon Temple.
Cool, cool, cool.
It's not controversial. Okay. Okay. Two mountain themes here. This is a good matchup. Tall
Wow.
Heights versus Realm of the Heavens.
I gotta stop absolutely freaking out to Milk Bar because I have to think about what these songs sound like.
Um, for me it's Tall Heights though. I mean the Death Mountain theme. I just think of a link that it's pretty freaking epic. But yeah,
I'm gonna go with Telltale Heights.
yeah,
Okay.
Corey, you don't even get a chance.
That's fine.
How does it feel?
I was gonna vote
Would
the other one.
would you?
I don't because it doesn't matter. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, they're both really good.
I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. Honestly, they're both very good.
Okay, Kakariko Village versus the Legendary Hero. Oh boy.
You know what I'm going for?
My You know what, I'm going with my heart again. Kakariko Village. Objectivity went out the window after round 1, which wasn't even present, but
What? Yeah. I don't know. If this was a different version, I'd like definitely say Kakariko.
what's a version for you? Cuz
A Link Between Worlds, man.
A Link
Oh,
Between Worlds is
so
really
good.
good. It goes through
should we listen to that?
it passes the melody around to multiple
Yeah,
instruments.
that's one where like after a while it changes the instrumentation to like the little bells and it's like do 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 do.
I'm going to pull it up.
Do.
And it's kind of got the guitar that's kind of from ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? That's pretty darn good. I take back everything I said about different versions.
I hate A Link to the Past version.
Throw it in the trash. No, but I'm still voting for it. But it sounds like you guys aren't.
I was going Kakariko Village.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay, good. Well, we're just gonna listen to that for a minute too while we do this. Now that I've got this music control in here, it's going to my head.
that's a wake up theme for me too.
Yeah. Okay, Hateno Village versus Ballad of the Windfish.
All
the-
of the wind
That's
Ballad.
crazy. 10 seed and 14 going up against each other in the third round.
We have the proper taste, clearly.
We have great taste.
All right. It's not even question Ballad of the Windfish is
Oh,
going up there.
Okay.
Will you say Hateno?
I'm glad I don't have to decide. That would be too hard.
Okay. See Zora Village, Echoes of Wisdom versus Clocktown.
Man, I wish
I'm gonna stick with Clocktown.
I wish Hyrule Castle were in this matchup instead of them.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go Clocktown in its place, in honor of Hyrule Castle.
I'm gonna go see Zora Village.
Oh. That's a really good song.
It is.
Which would I would not pick against Hyrule Castle.
Fair enough.
Interesting.
Okay.
This is actually really tough.
Yeah, it is.
I feel like Dark World has maybe lost to Zelda's Lullaby in the past. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm a big Dark World champion. I'm going Dark World. I'm a sucker for Dark World.
Am I gonna have to split this? Or I'm gonna have to...
Right.
Are you singing Zelda's Lullaby, McKenna?
Yes.
That's fair. They're both incredible songs.
This is
So
too
tough.
hard.
This is actually a super tough matchup.
I feel like it would be disrespectful to flip on this one. These I mean, they originate from the same game, the same iconic game.
Yep.
They're two iconic Zelda songs. So, oh,
It's really tough.
does someone want to try to win me over?
I will say, for the emotions that both of these songs elicit, it's very different. It's a very different response from both of these. But you said yourself you appreciate how little they've used Dark World and how every time they use it, it's very impactful. Whereas Zelda's
Yeah,
Lullaby, for me personally, like, that's a very recurring one, and I do not get the same feelings for every iteration of that song.
but this specific
That
one,
could just be me.
I
Yeah,
feel like
this
in this case though, this is a
this
song.
specific one is the strong one. So
This is a song you can't not reuse. Like you have to reuse Zelda's
yeah,
Lullaby.
that's very true. That's very true. Good
Um,
point.
what should we do? What should we do?
I would flip. You want to flip?
Yeah, I don't want you to flip though. I'm gonna flip.
Okay.
I don't trust you.
What, do you not trust my my impartial flipping?
I'm gonna flip this micro SD card adapter that's in a case.
Nice.
So, tech side is Dark World, and then back of the SD card is Zelda's Lullaby. All right.
Okay.
Oh, it didn't flip at all. Hold on.
You got to be a practiced flipper to do this.
It is Zelda's Lullaby. All right.
Dark World had a good run.
Let's move. That was a close one. God.
It's fine actually, because Dark World and Hyrule Castle wouldn't have even gone up against each other.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. That was weirdly, that was so hard. That was probably the hardest one for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Fi's Farewell versus Gerudo Sanctum.
Probably Fi's Farewell.
Eyes farewell.
All right. That's fine. Okay. Corey, I'm fighting you again on Mulgara. I'm going title theme. Unless you want to come over to my side.
I'm going title theme too.
Oh,
I'm also
Yeah.
going title theme.
it's
Sorry,
unanimous.
sorry I mean, I'm going Mulgara.
Too late.
Oh, dang.
Okay, Astral Observatory versus Song of Healing. Song of Healing has more like overall impact in the game. You know, like all the characters it's tied to and whatnot. But there is something that I cannot
There is something about Astral
describe about
Observatory.
Astral Observatory that moves me more. So I'm
Yeah,
voting
why does it
Astral.
make me so sad? It's not even. It's just a random song.
I'm going Astral
Oh, the
Observatory.
Song of Healing, though.
I'm gonna go Song of Healing.
All right,
I
Corey,
think
you
I
get
gotta go. I think I gotta go Song of Healing as well.
Okay. That's
It's
wrong.
tough. It's just so.
Okay,
Hits you right in the heartstrings.
this is a cool matchup. Pharaon Temple versus Tall Tall Heights. I this one I'm like tempted not to just go for my, but Tall Tall Heights I think is one of the best songs in the series. I think it's really cool. But Pharaon Temple,
What? Power to the newcomer. I'm going Pharaon Temple.
McKenna.
It does more for me.
I'm gonna do
That's how I
Pharaoh Temple.
Let's do it. Why not?
Let's go.
Love you, Tall Tall Heights, though. Don't get me wrong.
Do you think Pharaon Temple's gonna do this well in the actual
No.
tournament?
No, I don't think it'll. What's it up against in round one? Skyloft?
Skyloft.
It could lose there.
Could. Well, I think it could go either way there. But it could. I think it could make it pass.
It could.
Um,
I don't know. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's not dwell on that.
I don't know.
Okay. Kakariko Village versus Ballad of the Windfish.
Ballad of the Windfish.
Corey.
You do. You pick. I can't.
I want to make it harder for you, but I also just kind of want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, I'm also gonna go Ballad of the Windfish
Okay.
because it's
I was
the
gonna
link to
do
the
that
past.
anyway.
Because it's the link to the past version of Kakariko Village, I'll do Ballad of the Windfish.
Well, just for that, I'm going Kakariko Village for that comment alone. Okay. Interesting. Clocktown versus Zelda's Lullaby. Hmm. I kind of like, I think both are. This is actually just as hard for me as the last round.
This is pretty hard.
Hmm.
I'll start the voting. I'm gonna go Zelda's Lullaby, I think.
Okay. I'm guessing, well, McKenna's anti Clocktown after what happened.
I'm not anti-Clocktown.
Oh. But it's made it farther than you would ever have given it.
Well,
I'm going to vote Clocktown
It,
and let
I mean,
McKenna
it's
decide.
made it far. I would not have had either of these make it that far.
What happened to Dark World? Oh, yeah, we flipped.
yeah.
That's so messed up.
What happened? You. Yeah.
It's okay. I don't think I would have picked it to win, maybe, but maybe I would have. I might
Well,
have,
this is
actually.
this is where the Dark World Hyrule Castle is going to happen in the real.
Yeah.
Um.
McKenna and I are gonna fight.
Uh. Gosh, I'm gonna go Clocktown.
Wow.
Wow,
Okay.
that's shocking.
That is shocking. Okay. All right. Let's move on down here. Vi's Farewell versus Ocarina of Time title theme.
I think this is the first time where I felt like it's a tough one between title theme and another one. Like, to me, this
Yeah.
is the first real contender against title theme.
Yeah, sorry, Mulgara, but that's how I feel too. I'm voting title theme.
Great.
Say what you will about me.
Wow, Gulik's title theme.
I do think title theme should win eventually. But I kind of also
should.
think Fi's Farewell should win eventually. Both of these should win.
Probably will. Yeah, they probably will at some point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go title theme.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, title theme.
Okay. Song of Healing, Majora's Mask, or Pharaon Temple. This is one
cool.
where this is cool. Well, I feel like Astral Observatory. I would have put that above, but Song of Healing is really good. But I kind of do really appreciate the Pharaon Temple has a really cool instrumentation. That's like even like there's a couple wind instruments obviously or whatever in there, but or something, but like I like how even the rhythmic instruments are percussion, like melodic instruments. So I don't know, I kind of think it's really cool.
Yeah. Let's go newcomer.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. This it won't get this far, I don't think, but
I feel like Pharaon Temple kind of accomplishes what like Woodfall Temple was trying to get.
Okay. Ballad of the Windfish versus Clocktown. This is a toughie, I think.
If this were Zelda's Lullaby, I think it would have been tougher for me. But now I'm gonna go Ballad of the Windfish.
I'm gonna go Ballad of the Windfish as well.
All right. That's fine.
Oh, that's awesome. 14 seed, my butt.
Absolute beautiful classic. Okay. Can Pharaon Temple get that far? I don't think so. I'm voting title theme at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm gonna go title theme.
Yeah,
Oh man, this
sorry, Farron Temple.
wow.
Our final of
What a final matchup.
Ballad of the Windfish versus
Crazy.
title theme.
Crazy.
These are two of the best
Oh
songs in the series,
no,
I would argue.
they're so similar.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of how they make me feel when I listen to the main thing, and it's like it's so similar. They both just pull emotions out of me when I don't want to be emotional.
Yes. I think there's a lot more of like cool meaning and stuff behind Ballad of the Windfish. But I mean it's just cool the at that point in the series, like if you're just comparing title themes, it's such a cool like shift from your typical like epic like dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 you know, instead you start it up and it's like just this pure vibes, like riding around Hyrule, chilling, and it does transport you, I think. So that's my vote, is for the title theme.
I'm saying Ballad of the Windfish.
All right,
It just
McKenna.
it just brings me home. It makes me think of the game. It makes me think of Marin. It makes me think of that land that I lost. That's now just in my memory.
It's up to you, McKenna.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
I am gonna go with title theme.
bam title theme.
That's a respectable
Get that on
victory.
there. Yeah. Ooh. Oh. Okay. It's such a well. That's our bracket. Any closing thoughts on what we've done here? It's certainly not going to be how it
This is
plays
not going to
out.
perform well. I don't think.
Oh yeah, I should register this, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if you're watching at home, this is a good. Okay, we're gonna pick title. Oh, you can't see the drop-down menu, but I'm picking title theme, prediction title. We'll say ZD YouTube crew faves, and our email address.
Something.
We'll enter that later. Yeah. Okay. Well, I had a lot of fun here today. The Zelda series has a lot of great music, wouldn't you say?
What
Yeah.
I've learned through this experience is that we have great taste in music.
We really do. And we all get along really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no drama.
Yeah.
And one of the most important decisions we made was done by a flip of an SD card.
Wild. Absolutely wild.
Yeah, I kind of think maybe we did do Dark World dirty here. I would have put it above Clocktown. I could have put it.
I probably would have had it. Against Ballad of the Windfish.
Yeah.
I still probably would have gotten Dark World.
Any of those could be a top whatever song for me though. So
Yeah. All of these.
all right, well, cool. Thanks everyone for kind of hanging out with us while we did this. You can go make your actual predictions on what you actually think will try to win, or just put in your favorites and see how much you align with the popular will. Other than that, I guess let's get out of here. We're being taken away by the Ocarina of Time title theme. Goodbye.